Have you ever really, truly looked at your belly button and wondered, what's it all about? Well, today we're going to dive into this ancient idea that this little spot is way more than just a scar from our beginnings.
Yeah, we all joke about it. It's the place where lint goes to hang out. But what if I told you that according to some really old wellness traditions, it's actually so much more than that?
Because what if that tiny little nook could actually be your own personal wellness portal? It's a pretty fascinating idea, right? So let's unpack how it's all supposed to work. Okay, so how is this possible? Well, the theory goes that the belly button is a totally unique point on the body. It's not just regular skin. It's seen as a direct gateway to what's inside. Think of it like a back door. It's believed that things you apply there can get absorbed more easily, getting delivered straight to your body's core systems. So you're not just putting something on your skin, you're sending it right to where it needs to go. And that brings us to the star of the show, castor oil. Now, this isn't some newfangled trend you just saw online. We're talking about a thick, golden liquid with a history that goes back thousands of years. I mean, from the ancient Egyptians to Ayurvedic medicine, even to your grandma's medicine cabinet, castor oil has always been a big deal. It's known for being super rich in fatty acids and antioxidants. It's thick, has this kind of nutty smell, and is just packed with potential. So let's get into the science of it for a sec. The real powerhouse behind castor oil is a special something called ricinoleic acid. That's the main active ingredient, and its big claim to fame is its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. And here's the kicker. The concentration is just incredible. Castor oil is made up of over 90% ricinoleic acid. So you see, it's not just some trace element, it is the main event. That's why it's such a big deal in these wellness rituals. So, how does it actually get to work? I absolutely love this analogy from the source material. When you apply it to your belly button, that ricinoleic acid slips through the skin and into your systems. It's like sending VIP guests through a secret back entrance, so they get to skip the line and go straight to the party. Okay, enough of the theory. Let's get down to brass tacks. How do you actually do this? Let's walk through the step-by-step ritual. And the really good news is, you don't need a ton of stuff. The absolute key is high-quality, cold-pressed castor oil. Everything else on the list just helps make it a little easier and maybe even a little more effective. The ritual itself is actually super simple and pretty relaxing. First, you clean the area. Then you warm the oil just a little bit and gently massage it in for a minute or two. The source has this beautiful description. Imagine you're stirring a tiny golden whirlpool. After that, you can use a warm compress to help with absorption and then either wipe off the extra or just leave it on overnight. So why go through all this trouble? What's the goal? Let's talk about the potential benefits people are looking for with this, and just as important, the safety stuff you need to know. Well, people who are into this claim a whole range of potential benefits. For digestion, the idea is that it helps clear up traffic jams in your gut. Others use it for things like cramps, hoping it gives their hormones a gentle nudge. Some even look to it for immune support. And what's really cool is that you can kind of customize the ritual depending on your goals. Like you can see here, the timing and how often you do it changes based on whether you're just aiming for general wellness or trying to target something specific like cramps or a digestive boost. Okay, now for the most important part. Before you try any of this, you've got to be safe. Rule number 1, non-negotiable, do a patch test. Seriously, just put a tiny little drop on your forearm and wait a full day to make absolutely sure your skin is cool with it. And it's especially important to be careful if you are pregnant, nursing, or if you already know you have really sensitive skin. In any of those cases, it's always the smartest move to just have a quick chat with your doctor first. One last simple tip, but it's a big one. Keep it clean. Always use clean fingers or maybe a cotton swab to get the oil. You're trying to get wellness benefits here, not introduce a bunch of bacteria into the mix. So what's the big picture here? When you boil it all down, it really comes down to a mindset of personal wellness and actually listening to what your own body is telling you. And it's really important to manage your expectations. Some people say they notice subtle changes within a week. For others, it's more of a month-long experiment. And what if you get some irritation? The answer is simple. Stop. Immediately. That's it. Ultimately, the whole message can be summed up with this simple but powerful idea. Your belly button, your rules. This is all about your own personal wellness journey and just finding what feels good and right for you. So the best advice? Just start slow. Pay really close attention to how your body is responding.
And hey, try and have a little fun with it. Think of it as a curious act of self-care, a simple way to connect with your own body.
Which really leaves us with a final question to think about. Exploring a ritual like this makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple, ancient wellness practices have we just forgotten all about?